Dust hangs low in an old white church. Doors don't creak like they forgot how to hurt. Bell tower hollow, rope cut clean, like the sound of God got buried somewhere we're unseen. Pews still pray but nobody shows. Stained glass bleeding in rusted tones. I step inside with my boots still wet from nights I ain't forgiven and sins I ain't quit yet. Said Lord, I ain't here to beg. Candle in my hand, knees full of lead. When slipped through, didn't take the flame. It burned low like it knew my name. This church swallowed its bell, kept quiet on purpose. Faith don't shout when it's sick and nervous. I lit that fire under a cracked old cross. If God ain't talking, I'll talk to the dark I brought. Yeah, if God ain't talking, I'll stand right here and answer the call. Same wooden floor. I swung my hammer at the south side wall. Each hit came back with a breath so deep, like something inside still refused to sleep. My lover waited out by the truck. She said, you're chasing grace or just pushing your luck. I told her both and I won't pretend. Then kissed her hard like it might be the end. I said to the silence, I know my sin. No choir rose, no voice came in. Faith ain't light, it's weight you hold. And the wall stayed still till I got bold. This church swallowed his bell, but it couldn't kill sound. On the third night I heard metal scrape from the ground. Wasn't the bell, just truth breaking loose. Cold in my palm like a tool I could use. I don't need heaven to open this door. I need the nerve to stand here Sometimes God stays quiet on purpose, to see if you'll speak first to the dark you worship before. You dig a hole where the moon don't show. Cold dirt biting through your palms real slow. No sirens, no prayers, no one around, just a mouth of earth, learning your sound. You ain't burying flesh, you ain't burying bone. You're burying the name, they spit like a stone. The one they laughed at, the one that been, the one that learned shame before it learned rent. You hear that voice say, this is stupid, turn back. You tell it shut up and keep cutting the black. Handshaking, jaw set tight. You ain't looking for dawn, just done with the night. You throw that name in the hole like a dull-ass blade. No edge left, no debt repaid. You don't say reborn, don't beg, don't plead. You say from here on out I live by my feet. Yeah, you don't ask mercy, you don't ask grace. You stand up straight and set your price. You light a strip of cloth, let it burn down clean. Ash falling slow like a courtroom scene. Every letter gone, every sound erased. All that weight finally changing place. Someone once said, boy, know your role. You hear it echo while you feel that hole. You whisper back through dirt and smoke. That man's dead, you're talking to his ghost. You don't look up, you don't call God. Faith ain't always knees in the side. Sometimes it's standing with blood in your grin, saying I ain't going back to who I've been. You pack the ground till it won't take more. Boot heel, heavy spine, locked firm. You don't feel like you don't feel safe. You feel alone and that's enough. Your shadow finally lines up straight, no longer dragging your yesterday. Yeah. We stepped into a tunnel that never learned light. Concrete sweating fear, metal breathing tight. Dark had fingers, yeah, grabbed at my spine. Sound of teeth in the black, keeping bad time. Her hand shook in mine, mine shook too. Not from cold, from knowing what the dark could do. If we let go here, we'd fade to dust, disappear from ourselves like rust on rust. She said, don't let go, promise me now. I said, I ain't built for heaven, but I don't bow. Pull that old chain off my neck, scarred and thin. Bend it straight like a sin, turned into a pin. I stitched us together with wire and pain, through torn coats, through blood and rain. Ain't holy thread, ain't silver or clean, just survival sewing bone to bone, heartbeat to scream. Yeah, love ain't peace, love ain't calm. It's a dirty head keeping you from being gone. Steel scraped skin when I drove it through. She bit her lip, didn't look away. Neither did I do. Tunnel groaned like it wanted us dead, but we moved as one shadow, one breath, one step. She laughed low, half crazy, half proud. Said, guess we're stuck now. I said, damn right. I've loved before, but it burned and ran. This one stayed like a blade in the hand. I told the dark, you don't get us tonight. No prayer in my mouth, just teeth clenched tight. Faith ain't candles, faith ain't calm. It's choosing to bleed with who you're on. We walked out the tunnel in the dead gray air. Sky still heavy, world still unfair. But our hands didn't shake, didn't ask, didn't beg. That thread held fast through bone and thread. I don't call it mercy, I don't call it love. I call it staying when staying's enough. Some love don't come to save your soul. It comes to keep you from getting swallowed.
Dawn leaks gray through a dead steel mill. Smoke stained sky, everything standing still. There's a rusted beast on a concrete floor, big as a sermon nobody hears anymore. They say it drank men dry, spit them back thin. Hands cracked open, lungs full of sin. Time clock frozen, blood on the line. That machine took prayers and paid them in time. He didn't swing steel, didn't curse his name, just pulled up a chair in a quiet and flame. Torch lit low like a votive prayer. Ash in his hair, mercy in the air. That machine slept in ash. Cold and condemned, world said break it. He said not yet friend. He welded its scars like flesh and bone. Didn't need faith loud, just faith alone. Yet when the world shuts down and quits the fight, the one who stays becomes alive. At the night, same burned out sound. Sparks hit the floor like hail on the ground. Metal screams soft, not dead, just weak. Like a grown man learning how to speak. A woman leaned in the doorway, grease on her jeans, said that thing ain't worth what it's taken from you. He Wiped his hands, didn't turn his face. Said neither was I till I stayed. He bowed his head, not to heaven above, but to heat and weight and stubborn love. Faith ain't clean, it's a scar you earn, and steel don't rise unless you let it burn. That machine caught the light just before the sun. Slow and broken, but damn it run. Not a roar, just a rough low beat, like a heart remembering how to keep. He laid his hand on the shaking frame, heard his own pulse, say his name. Neon's bleeding through the cracks of a dead-end town. Streetlight buzz like a drum preacher running his mouth. My name's been dragged through gravel, through blood and doubt. Every sin I ever carried, learned to breathe it out. I watched my shadow climb the wall like it wanted my throat. Longer than my past, heavier than every oath. Church bell rusted, Bible split at the spine. I've been loving wild women and lying to God at the same damn time. I said, Lord, if you hear me, don't look away. Hammer in my palm, hot like a judgment day. The darkest don't leave it, just change the shape. So I drag it to the boards and made it stay. I didn't kill my shadow, I nailed it in place. Iron through the wood, sweat pouring on my face, blood on my knuckle, chain round his waist. I don't run from the dark, I make it know its place. Yeah, I don't run from the dark, I make it stand behind my name. Kept tapping the window like I knew my crimes. Floorboard groaning like a witness that won't go blind. I drove high and deep, heard the whole house whine. Shadow bucked and twisted like a snake in a line. My woman showed up in the doorway, eyes like a storm. She said, you gonna face it or keep being torn? I said, baby, I told myself you built this cage, no choir sang, no clean escape. Faith ain't a halo, it's a blade you carry, and redemption cuts worse when you don't turn your face. I didn't kill my shadow, I nailed it down. Let the walk on, sweat pouring off town. Cold light rising, chains hit the ground. Now I know who's the master when the sun comes around. I don't shine clean, I shine aware. My sins don't lead me, they follow me there.